All right, I'm back. So just like last episode, we're working on the S4. Last time I thought I had 2 cracked wheels because I kept losing air out of 2 tires. But plot twist, I only had 1 cracked wheel. This wheel's actually okay. It's actually the tire that's messed up. The tire's all tore to shreds on the inside. So I guess that's what we're working on in this video. So the reason why I'm like measuring all the tires is because changing just 1 tire on an all-wheel drive car is actually kind of complicated. So when it comes to all-wheel drive cars, sometimes people will tell you that you can't just change 1 tire. You have to change all 4 of them at the same time. Kind of true, but kind of not. It's not that you have to change all of them. They all have to match within a certain tread depth. And so that's kind of what I'm doing with the caliper, is I'm going on a few different spots in the tire. And then after that, after I have a few measurements, I kind of look at what the average tread depth is. And then that kind of lets me know, based on what the tolerance is from my manufacturer, which is Audi or Volkswagen, right? And then that kind of like lets me know what tread depth of tire I should be looking to replace it with. Now the S4 runs a 235/40/18, and I actually have a few of these tires laying around because that used to be the size tire that I ran on the front of the M3. Now I run a completely different tire. I run a 275 in the front of that car. So I have a few 235 sitting around. I have one in the house that actually is within spec, but I didn't like that tire very much when I ran it on my M3, so I'm going to quick go out to the storage unit and check to see what tread depth is on the Michelin's, because I'm pretty sure those tires should have like 6 to like 6.5 So I'm gonna quick go out to the storage unit because there are 3 more tires out there, and all of those are Michelin's, and I loved those tires. So hopefully we can get a usable tire out of those, because if I remember correctly, they were in the 6 to like 8 range, and so hopefully if I remember correctly, this will work out for us. This minivan is really trying to give me the business on a back road. Like, this is like the most inappropriate tailgate run that has ever transpired. All right, let's go. All right, so made it to the storage locker. Obviously, we're here for the tire, but I figure while we're here, kind of can do a little bit of a detour and talk about the M3. So this is my 2001, technically, BMW E46 M3. Yeah, you guys haven't seen a whole lot of this car, because, well, I mean, I only had it in one video before somebody rear-ended it and caused all this damage to it. So yeah, quite a bit of damage. It needs a new trunk, needs a new tail panel, this fender needs work, exhaust, bumpers. So there's quite a lot of things in the rear of this car that need to be taken care of. But yeah. So this was kind of supposed to be the car that the channel was about. But obviously things So yeah, this car was supposed to be the car that the whole channel was about. That's why it's on the channel banner. That's why it's part of the channel logo. At one point, the whole channel was going to be about like doing mods to this car, and occasionally me talking about some other car stuff. But shift happens, so you got to shift your priorities, right? But overall, the goal is to get this car back sooner rather than later. I guess it just kind of depends on if I can stop having just terrible luck with the other cars. In the last episode, I talked about what happened to the S4. Some of you guys who are channel members and are on Discord, you guys have heard me talk about my wife's Beetle has been rear-ended twice within the last year, and now they say that they can't find the parts to fix it. And so like there's just always competing interests. But the goal is I want to have the M3 back because for multiple reasons. One, this car is just so fun, and then I miss driving stick. So much. Yeah. Oh my god, this car was just so much fun. So in terms of like getting this car like on the channel more, doing like build series and episodes and stuff like that, right? I've been kind of slow rolling it and trying to evaluate like when's the right time to do that. But for right now, just kind of like I said, evaluating like how the audience responds to videos, and also like kind of behind the scene, I've been collecting parts and talking to shops for body work and all types of stuff like that to try to build it better than it was before it even got hit. So, update. So, unfortunately, I was wrong. I thought those tires I had about like 6 mil left on them. They have like 2 to 3 left on them. So, none of those tires are going to work for me. I mean, they'll probably be like decent burner tires if I ever like want to do like a burn pit or something crazy like that. Occasionally, they do burnout competitions around here. So, like, they'd be great to throw on like those stock E46 wheels and like absolutely just like finish them off. But yeah, gotta figure something else out. What I probably will end up doing is running that one Bridgestone that I didn't like too much, put it on this car like temporarily until I get an all new set of tires on this car, because if you're a channel member, you already kind of know where this is going. But yeah, so I guess let's go back home. We'll get that Bridgestone, go back to the tire shop again, and then get them to swap that tire up here. I'll probably have them put it in the back. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, yeah, that sounds like a decent plan. Let's do that. This minivan is really trying to pressure me. Man, this guy is crazy. What in the world?